Today on Seat 11A, we are joined by Michael Schneiders, CFO of Biotech AG, for an elevator pitch presentation. Biotech is an industrial biotechnology company developing enzyme products, microorganisms, and biological solutions for customers across food, beverage, life sciences, and other attractive industrial markets. In this presentation, Michael explains the company's business model, growth strategy, operational structure, and long-term ambition to become one of the world's leading specialty enzyme companies. We are delighted to welcome him today. Michael, the floor is yours.
Hello, my name is Michael Schneiders. I'm the CFO of Biotech AG in Germany. And during the next minutes, I'd like to get you interested with the elevator pitch to find out more about Biotech AG. Four key facts I'd like you to take away about Biotech AG today. First of all, we are an industrial biotech expert. What does that mean? Well, we apply the principles of nature to solve industrial problems. We do it mainly with enzymes and microorganisms, which are part of everybody's life, i.e., every time you have industrially produced food, you will encounter either something which is produced on a microorganism or an enzyme which will add to the natural properties of that product. Overall, we are trying to biologize industrial processes for a better, healthier, and more natural world. Second fact is, we are aiming to become a top 10 enzyme producer globally. We are focusing not on the mass market segments, but on multi-specialty niches. We are focused on the segments of food, beverage, and life sciences. We essentially have three go-to-market approaches, i.e. how do we attract our customers of a so-called CRO business, which is the contractual research organization. Here we basically give R&D services to our customers. The CDMO organization, where we are contract development manufacturing organization, we give our hardware infrastructure to customers to use their goods in our house. And most importantly, our own enzyme products, with this we distribute on a global basis. Thirdly, the main segment, the product segment, Biocatalyst, is focused on enzyme products and services. Here basically in four verticals: the baking industry, particularly thinking about industrial baking; the beverage industry, from non-alcoholic to alcoholic beverages; the life sciences industry, so basically supporting enzymes to produce drugs; and last not to least, proteins and dairy, for example, thinking about things like industrial cheese. And fourth, our brain incubator segment is focusing on breakthrough partner projects with significant value upside. And here we have majorly fee and royalty income, which comes out of our pharma programs. Geographically, the group looks as follows: a two-pillar operational structure, Biocatalyst, our product segment, with about 45 million of revenue last fiscal year and about a 10% EBITDA margin, and the Bioincubator segment, which has these interesting projects with about 4.2 million revenues, and more here on a patchy basis from year to year, quite high structural income for milestone payments and royalties, particularly out of our pharma programs. Here, most interestingly, is the royalty pharma deucrictibant program, which is bringing us shorter-term revenues in the group. Secondly, SolarScure, our wound enzyme segment, which basically has an enzyme for wound cleaning and wound healing. A medium-term program, and Acrimion Therapeutics, where we have a CRISPR-Cas-based tool for genome editing, which is exclusively licensed for pharma applications to Acrimion Therapeutics, which can bring us long-term value to the company. We have quite ambitious midterm growth targets. We're essentially trying to double from the base of 2024 our revenues to 100 million, bring the EBITDA margin up from currently around 10% last fiscal year to 15%, i.e. show positive operating leverage. And on top of that, add income from the Bioincubator for milestone income and royalty income, which has additional significant upside for the company. So why should you think about investing into Biotech? We have clearly emerged on a strategy of profitable growth, and our aim is to become the top 10 producing company in the world in the segment of enzymes. Secondly, we have large growing and addressable markets, particularly in the food and beverage segment, but also in life sciences. There's a growing demand out there to biologize processes of people looking for integrated biological solutions essentially an end-to-end solutions provider, which Brain is, and there are not many in the world who can do that. We have successfully commercialized many of the Brain Bio incubator projects and are looking for considerable value creation in the next years here. And last but not least, our products and solutions directly address several of the UN sustainability goals, i.e. you're doing something good for the planet. Intrigued? And find out more about Brain Biotech, either surfing the webpage, contacting investor relations, or visit us here in Zwingenberg, which is between Heidelberg and Frankfurt. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Michael, for presenting Brain Biotech. This presentation provided an overview of Brain Biotech's industrial biotechnology platform, enzyme business, bioincubator activities, and long-term growth strategy. It also highlighted how the company combines profitable operating businesses with innovation projects that offer additional long-term value creation opportunities. You can find this video and many more management presentations from listed companies on seat11a.com. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon on Seat 11A.
Disclaimer. As described in the legal section on our website, seat11a.com, this publication is for informational purposes only. This means it is not intended to provide you with any investment advice. Any opinion or recommendation expressed by the companies is neither given nor supported by us and should not be considered investment advice from our side. Also, remember that any opinion or recommendation expressed is subject to change without further notice. The content is obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but we do not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, or timeliness. Seat11a.com and its employees disclaim all liability for any loss that may arise in any form from any use of the information in the video, audio, and on our website. We neither express any opinion on the future value of any security or other investment vehicle, nor recommend any investment based on the information provided. Please consider the publications and our website as a platform for companies to present themselves. You need to seek financial advice from an expert regarding the accuracy and appropriateness of the material presented or recommended by the companies in the publication. As we are just considered a publisher, we may hold and trade securities in the presenting company, whether it is a listed or private company. By consuming our content, you agree to these terms and the terms in our legal section on our website.